Good morning and welcome to Willow Lodge. My name is Jan Callaghan and I'm the Deputy Head here at Willow Lodge and I'm also one of the reception teachers. I hope this morning gives you an opportunity to learn lots more about Willow Lodge as you look to make the important decision about the beginning of your child's journey through school. We know how important this decision is, and I hope some of the information that I share with you today will help you feel more confident and relaxed about preparing your child for those most important first steps into education. First of all, let me tell you a little bit more about what makes Willow Lodge a special learning environment. Firstly, we have a purpose-built, eco-friendly £3 million school building, which was built specifically for early years children in mind. Our skills-based curriculum is delivered by specialist infant teachers and full-time teaching assistants. Our unique outside space includes our very own forest school area, and our extensive extracurricular programme of clubs and activities gives opportunities for every child to learn something new. We often hear from parents that one of the most overwhelming elements is the move from nursery and preschool into primary school, is the terminology and language that's used. So let me try and be of some help here. EYFS. This means the early years foundation stage and is what they are already using at nursery at the moment. It means that there are lots of interactive activities and there is a balance between adult and child-led activities within the classroom. Enrichment. These are the activities to ensure that our curriculum provides opportunities above and beyond the usual school subjects. So these could be things such as baking, yoga, orienteering, mindfulness. The list is endless. KS1. This means Key Stage 1, and it means our infant children aged 5 to 7. KS2 means Key Stage 2. This is the juniors, and it's the children aged from 7 to 11. Phonics is a programme of structured activities which is step by step and introduces your child to the letters and sounds that they make. This helps them to decode words and start reading and links in beautifully to writing. TA. This is our teaching assistant, and we've got plenty of those in Willow Lodge. Every class has a full-time support worker with them, keeping our ratios nice and low. They also offer extracurricular help with our clubs and links to our wraparound after-school care. Individualised learning. This is what we do on a daily basis, ensuring that there's plenty of child-led learning opportunities so that we can learn through themes and topics that the children most enjoy and to keep learning interesting. Differentiation. This means that we tailor the learning opportunities to suit each child's stage of development. We want the children to progress at the rate that is right for them, not too fast, but also not too slow. Next, I'd like to share some of the practical skills that you could do at home to help your child look forward to starting school in September. Things such as going to the toilet independently, putting their coats on, and trying where possible to get dressed themselves. Don't worry, we do help them with these skills. Using cutlery at lunchtime can also be quite tricky, so if they can, this would be wonderful. The most tricky one of all is understanding the concept of sharing and listening and being quiet or sitting still for a short time when asked. Not always an easy task with the early years. There are lots of things you can do to help when it comes to developing language and communication and also behavioural skills with your child. So here's just a few. Agreeing codes of behaviour at home is essential, and praising your children when appropriate is what we try and do in school as well. Playing games like I Spy or using the sound that the word begins with rather than the name of the letters that they use will help them with their basic phonic understanding. Encouraging your children to have a go at their writing or with other activities too. Even if the writing looks like squiggles to you, it means something to them. Help your child to recognise shapes, colours, numbers and words in familiar places, such as on street signs or in the supermarket when you go shopping. Show your child how to do writing on a daily basis too, because being a role model is really, really important. So for example, if you're writing a shopping list, get them to help you too. Encourage them to do letters or write birthday cards as well. Teach your child to recognise their own name by writing it. So be as creative as possible. Don't limit yourself to just doing it on paper. The list is endless. Provide opportunities for physical activity because this helps to develop confidence, coordination, and is key to overall development. Discuss your own happy memories at school, provided you've got some, of course. Perhaps you could mention games that you used to play at playtime, or the friends that you made, or even how much you liked your first teacher. Positive reinforcements and experiences are essential, as young children can very quickly pick up on your own anxieties. So be as positive as you possibly can to help them feel settled and relaxed as they start school. Transition from nursery into school normally happens over a staggered phase. Teachers would normally visit the nurseries and we can go and make connections in the children's own familiar environments. We like to meet the key workers to find out more about the children and to know what makes them tick and what they enjoy doing. Also, in the summer term, we invite the children into school to play for a few sessions. We do this in very small groups so that they can gradually familiarise themselves with the building, the playground, the classroom and the teachers. It also provides the opportunity for them to make some new friends with other new children and to make some buddies with the present reception children who will be in the class above. However, COVID has meant that we've had to change the way that we do our transition this year. We've been unable to visit the nurseries as we normally would, so instead we've spoken to the key workers on depth on the telephone to find out more about the children, what they like to do, what they don't like to do, and what their favourite kinds of activities are. We've also used something called Class Dojo, which has worked extremely well. We've shared stories with the children during the summer, we've sent videos, they've sent us drawings and photographs back so that we could display them up in the classroom on their first day of school. We've also sent regular video messages to the children, showing them what the classroom looks like, where to find the peg, what's in the playground, and other things like that. So this year we were absolutely amazed at how well the transition has gone. It's been fantastic. We haven't had any tears at all, and the children have come in with great independence. It takes time for teachers and children to get to know one another, but at Willow Lodge, this is something that we really pride ourselves in. One of the things we like to do is to send a family book home, for the children to tell us about your life at home. Perhaps they stick in things like photographs of their pets or siblings or grandparents, holidays or the favourite things that they like to do, maybe the things they don't like to do too. We share those books when they come into school, so it gives us a chance to really get to know them as individuals. Establishing a routine takes a lot of time and can be exhausting. So the children will get very, very tired in the first few weeks, even if they're used to full-time nursery. They have lots to take on board, learning names, recognising faces, exploring new environments, finding their way around the building, but before you know it, they will be settled in. So to stop them getting too tired, the first week of school will be half days, with the children only going home after lunchtime. I hope you found this informative and helpful in preparing your child for school, and we very much look forward to seeing you in the future.